Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep. And when last we left off, we explored the first and second level of Khull-Khuum's tower, seeking the silver items. We've only found one of them at present. We need to find a fair few more than that. We need to find 4 to be exact. And we also need to find a secret wall that I completely didn't notice. For if we go over here, back to the area which I found last time, there is another secret wall that I overlooked. One that is here. Just looking on the map, there is a corridor that the Orb of Afri reveals that goes up here. And you can access it by just going through this illusionary wall, which brings us to an area that I distinctly remember. 2 things to note before we go on. The shadow weapon does not have to remain in the form that you first pick it in. You can go back to that pedestal, put your weapon back there, and it will start taking the random forms, and it will start taking the forms of the other weapons again, and you can pick a different one. I don't know why you'd want to, because you've probably picked the weapon you're best at already, but hey, maybe you want something different. The second thing I want to mention is that apparently the Dust of Xandi does not work as intended. Enigma warned us not to touch it as it causes illness. That illness apparently is raising your maximum health, something that I certainly could have done with, but hey, I heeded Enigma's warning and I got rid of the dust. You can also use the Spoil Spell rune to get rid of the Dust of Xandi's magical properties, if you so choose to. It's just a very useful thing. I do remember that this foe is here though. This foe you need to be a little bit careful of, because that enemy likes to sneak up on you as you're exploring here. You may wonder, why are we in here? There appears to be nothing here, and indeed there isn't anything here. Except a place that you can trap someone. We need to trap a foe. There is nothing here either. There is one of the rolling exploding enemies here, except this one is indestructible. We cannot kill this enemy. What we want to do is we want to go all the way to here and trap it. And we're going to do that by making it go around this route here. If we just make it go this way, and then we very quickly go this way and close this, it should get trapped if we're fast enough, and we were not fast enough. That is unfortunate. We're going to do the other thing instead, which is that we're just going to head into here. I believe there is a illusionary wall over here. Marvellous. The rolling thing will not be able to get us if we're in here. There is the skeleton of a poor unfortunate soul that managed to get all the way here, and another one of the silver symbols.
It's covered with dust.
The silver items are ancient relics of great importance. Khull-Khuum used them to capture the gods into the orbs during the devastation. Isn't that interesting?
That is actually exceptionally interesting. That is a hint on what you can do to complete the game. These silver items are exceptionally important, and we need to use them. What we also want to do is we really want to avoid you, so we're just going to go this way, walk through you can't always manage that, and we're just going to leave. You could trap that spiky thing in the area with the spears. I completely failed to do so, so we're just going to ignore it. It's not going to go through the illusionary wall, and leave. We have to go to a place where the Ankh is, and I believe the Ankh is used up here. And we also want to go into that door. I have figured out how to get into that door. Powerful magics keep it from opening, and we can get rid of powerful magics if we choose to. But before we do that, there is something else that I want to do. I want to head back to where the dwarfs were, because there is something there that we can do. And I believe to get there we have to go through here. Yes, we do. There will be no enemies here. We have defeated all of them, which is good, because the flame enemies are exceptionally deadly. We want to do some healing first, I think. But we don't have enough mana to really do it that effectively. I think we have a rune scepter that has 60 mana. We could use that one, but I want to use them a lot more. And there is a way that you can do that, and it is down here. For when I said before that we wouldn't have many opportunities to recharge our rune scepters, clearly I was completely wrong. There are lots of places that we can use to replenish our rune scepters. We just need to find them. because as you can see there is something here. So we just need to go and seek out a button that we can press. There'll be one somewhere, like here. What does this open up to? It opens up to another one of these arrows. And a mana circle. Even here, the game provides us with a mana circle. And the green thing on the wall that I didn't know the purpose of in the area in the Palace of Shadows, if you put a rune scepter up to that and use it, much like the thing in the Temple of Throggy, it will replenish your rune casters. Which is brilliant. Now we have tons and tons of magic, which means that we can quite safely use all of this healing. Heal up and be well, everyone! For now we have even more magic. Not bad. We will now just use this again, and we're going to ready a spell. We're going to ready the Spoil Spell rune. It is somewhere around here. It's not there, it's not there. It's somewhere. There it is. Dispels magic and protection from magic. I believe this is the one that we want, and we want to put it there, and we also want to use a meta rune. I believe we want to use the ×3 meta rune to make this an extremely powerful spoil spell. It looks like the rune is wearing a silly hat. Now that we have fully replenished all of our health, and we didn't really need to use the healing orb as much as I did, that was a mistake, we can now move on. That is not the way to move on, that is a well. Well, well indeed, I'm going the wrong way. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Ha ha! Let's go before the puns get worse. We are now back out here. And we need to be very careful when we go back to the second floor, because we're going to be going to an area that I haven't been to yet. We're going to be going into the area with the silver ankh. You can't use the silver items in the strictest sense. You can't use them against the wall like a key. What you have to do is something a lot more straightforward. You have to just walk into the wall where the symbol is that you have the silver item for. And we want to head up, I believe, and that is this way. Up we go! There won't be any enemies in the area that we've already cleared, but that's no guarantee that there won't be enemies elsewhere. Let us go, and explore cautiously, because if there's one thing that we've learnt about this floor, is that fire is extremely dangerous. Then again, we already knew that, but fire is very dangerous when it tries to chase you, and can fire fireballs. I believe here is where the, this is where the ankh symbol is, so we're going to go through, and it will bring us to here, an area that we haven't been to before. Hello! We're just going to attack you, and we're just going to attack you, and we're just going to attack you, and we're just going to attack you. We did not get hit once there. We were very fortunate. Let us keep moving. Hopefully there won't be any more enemies for us to defeat. There may still be enemies for us to defeat. Anything over here? There is a doorway. Let's explore that later, shall we? Let's go this way instead, and find another doorway. Anything in here? Let's have a look. There is another one of the silver symbols. This is the silver cross, and we have 3 of them now. There is a 4th one, however, and we haven't yet come across that one. Let's keep looking and see what we can find. Anything here? The answer is, there's a small winding corridor and another doorway. What does this doorway do? Anything? It doesn't seem like it does anything. Let's just have a look. Nothing there. Fair enough. What about if we go to the other one? It seems a bit peculiar that there is a location that just has 1 square of nothing. Does this area also have 1 square of nothing? Reveal it to me! And indeed it has 1 square of nothing. I'm a little curious. Let's go in. And that wasn't there before. Hello, fire. We're just going to attack you right now. Excellent, you are gone. This is a different location. Let's have a look at how different a location this is. It's over here. Anything here at all? No, no, yes. We have found where we're going to use the silver crescent. Let us mark that down. And then go in and see what happens. this brings us to a third level of Khull-Khuum's tower. We don't want to go there just yet. We still need to find a few things down here. So let us mark, we've already marked that that is the way into the third level. Let us mark that this area is the way back. We're going to go way down. There we go. We need to open up this door that we didn't open before. And we can do that by heading back this way. As soon as we go back into that wall that we walked through to get here, we will return there. And we want to try and open that door. Why? You'll see when we get there. Down we go. Very slowly. No foes here. No foes at all. It's nice that in this area, as soon as you find one thing that helps you progress, you suddenly make a lot of progress. You find one thing that leads to another thing that leads to another thing. You just need to slowly but surely piece together everything that you find, and all of the clues that I do not want to be going that way. I don't know why I suddenly started heading in that direction. Maybe the controls briefly got stuck. Either way, I missed the opportunity to go down here, but we can just go back. Marvellous. We want to be very careful because I think we want to go into this alcove to get to there. Yes, we do. Let's actually mark down that we can teleport there. Let's see, teleport here, and we'll do that again by marking here. Teleport here. It's a good thing that this journal has a quill that never runs out of ink, eh? Imagine halfway through if Drake was like, oh darn, I've run out of ink. And then we had no ability to write anything down ever again. Let us move over to here and ignore the magic that makes Enigma go oof. We don't want that to happen. Careful. Excellent. We certainly want to go to not this door here, or is it down there? It is not down there. We want to go this way. Round the corner, and we will find this door. This door that we need to open. And the only way we can open this door is, I believe, by using the Spoil Spell rune at level 3 meta. This should open now. It should. Powerful magics block this door from opening, and we used equally powerful magic to open it again. Let us go through and see what we can find. Anything up here at all? Any enemies? There appears to be some remains. Let us grab them and have a look around. There are quite a few remains here. Maybe this was an adventuring party of some form. What is around here? Anything? It would seem... Ah! There's a scroll. Let's read it.
He tried to force my wife to serve him by gathering the orbs, but she refused. Now Rhea is dead. My time is short, and I only regret I was not able to capture him myself.
If you don't know who that character is, that's understandable, because that is referencing the short novella Thera's Awakening that came with box copies of Stonekeep. It's quite interesting they added this in to tie up that story with the main game. I don't think there's anything here other than that. Just a nice little thing that says, hey, look, these two stories interconnect, and there is nothing here. You just come here to get a little bit of story, and then head back the way you came. We want to go and head to the third floor now, I think. For there we shall find the third and final symbol. Let us go and do that. But to do that, we're going to have to head over to here. It's not going to be that difficult to get to there, that's for sure. We just want to go through here. Actually, there is one more thing that we want to do. We want to head back to the first floor because we have one of the symbols that we haven't yet used, and I think standing there is a very, yep, that's a very silly place to be. We do not want to get hit by this. No, we do not. Kapow! Onwards we go! That is a really powerful trap, and I think I moved it, yep, a little bit too far. We want to teleport by going here. Silly Drake! This is where the teleporter is. Not that you'd know that if you weren't being observant. Let us now go this way, back down, and then back to the first floor, as there is one more place that we want to go to. We want to head to where that cross takes us to. It may not be as important as I remember it being, but it's still useful. We shall go back this way, and we need to go all the way around. Hopefully this is going to be worth it. It might not be worth it. Onwards, my adventuring party, who are now at full health. I really probably shouldn't have used all of that healing with the healing orb that I did. Then again, we may have a few more charges of it now that we've gone to the third floor of Khull-Khuum's tower. I think we get 2 more uses per floor. I think that's how that works. Let us now head this way, around here. We're almost there. And I think we will find something that I didn't use properly the first time I found it. Just go through here, and through here. It brings us up, I believe, to the second floor. That it does. And we have found one of these. One of these that we used healed Farli and Drake. This one does something much like the thing we found in the Temple of Throggy. If we use this, it fully replenishes the power in a rune caster. It's effectively a mana circle, but a little bit more fiddly. Let's put charge scepters here. We don't need to do that because we have a much more convenient way of doing that with the mana circle in the lair of the dwarfs that we found. So instead, we're just going to head back to the second floor, and from there, we are going to... have I gone the wrong way? I have gone one step too far. Silly me, should have just gone straight forward. And from there, we will go to the third floor, where hopefully we will find the final of the silver items. Magical items indeed, used during the time of the devastation. Exceptionally potent. Wahooka's hint was a little bit cryptic, but it was also very obvious. It's like, isn't that interesting? You never really say that things are interesting, Wahooka, unless you really want us to listen. And you really wanted us to listen then. We want to go this way, through this door, back to the second floor, and then to the third floor. And we want to go this way, there we go. Marvellous. I think that might be one of the first instances that I've ever used the spoil spell rune. I don't really use it as much as I should, but there we go. I think we want to go up here, past the trap there. We definitely don't want to get hit by that. And what am I doing? We don't want to go this way at all. We want to go this way. Back up there, Drake, and turn in this direction, for we want to go through this and not go the way that we were heading there. Silly me. We will head to the third floor, and the third floor will lead to some exceptional levels of danger. This place is very dangerous. We want to go round the corner, and once we get round the corner, let's just double check. Yes, we're heading in the right direction. We can only go this way. Of course we're heading in the right direction. Silly me. We want to go through here. This is where we could go wrong. Go through here, teleport. Notice that there's a very slight pause once we go into there. It's difficult to notice, but that is the teleportation. And up we go to the third floor. We're certainly going to save now that we're here, because oh my, here looks to be a very dangerous place. It doesn't look any different to anywhere else, but we're going to presume that it's very dangerous. What foes await us here? More fire, for instance, and I'm missing that fire. Fortunately, we were able to defeat that fire before that fire fired upon us. No fire for you, fire! And a little bit more exploration. We need to be very careful here. We need to actually check with the, let's just check with the Orb of Afri. How complicated is this floor, Orb of Afri? It's rather interconnected by the looks of it. And so, when we come back, folks, we will very cautiously explore the third floor of Khull-Khuum's tower. The fourth floor, by the way, is the final floor of the game. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.